Hello, hello, hello. How are you? A couple of you are already here. Awesome. Hi, Miss Janet. How are you? And Miss Mona. Miss Mona is always joining us from Kansas. How are you guys this evening? Um, Janet, I think you live up north, but are you down here in Florida for the winter? And Mona, aren't you guys like in a drought? Is that what you said last week? Like, is that getting better for you? That's just crazy. And like the middle of winter that you guys are going through a drought. Um, but let me know how you guys are doing. And if you are joining us, welcome. Tonight we are going to be working on the pattern that was in the December Bling Box that everybody got maybe about 10, 12 days ago now. Last week I did the little star that was in this month's box. There is another little wood cutout that's more of like a shooting star that goes with this that you can rhinestone with either the mix that was in there or any of the other colors that were in this month's box. I will say though, be careful with if you're doing the pattern and you want to use the peach mocha stones, be careful with using those on another project because the pattern uses almost the whole pack, the whole 10 gross pack. So be careful on using those with something else. If you want to use those on the tumbler, you might get where you run out of them, and if for some reason you do run out and you don't have enough, you should have enough to complete the pattern because 10 gross is 1,440 stones, and then in the pattern that color had 1,365, so we were cutting it very close with using that whole pack. If for some reason you do run out the mix that was in this month, there is more mocha rhinestones in the mix that you could take from that. So just be careful using the mocha rhinestones on something else if you want to use them on the pattern. We do weigh the rhinestones, like the rhinestones by package say 1,440 stones, but they are packaged by weight, so you might not end up with exactly 1,440 stones. So if for some reason you do run out and you don't end up having enough from the mix, please contact me. And I will make sure that you have enough to finish your pattern with those stones. But just be careful if you want to use that peach stone on something else and the pattern, do the pattern first because you might not, you're going to have less left than what you probably think. So if you have an issue though, just reach out to me. So the pattern that was in this month's box is this really cool 3D one. It is called Interlinked. So it's kind of like chain links or links to like a bracelet or something like that that are all kind of like linked together. You can do this with any other color that you want. You don't have to use the colors that were in this month's box. I do recommend though, if you do change the colors, do your background color as a light color and then do your links in colors that are darker and make sure that they're not very close in shade. Otherwise, they will kind of blend together and you won't get the full kind of like 3D effect that that you're supposed to achieve with this type of pattern. So I would do the background color in a light color and then choose darker colors and colors that are not very close in shade to do your different links. You could do it with just two colors and alternate them back and forth. That would look really cool too. Just make sure that when you shift over to the next row, you either start with the same color at the top or try to get it so that all of your links going this way are all going to be the same color so that it looks like they're going in like a diagonal, like around the cup. So that will work too. Hi, Miss Renee. How are you? Hello, Miss Jerry. And oh, the pattern's really not that complicated. It's really like with any of the patterns, It's really just following along, looking at your tumbler and then starting from one end and following that pattern and placing them in the same order on the tumbler. Once you do a pattern with one tumbler, it's pretty much the same process with all of them. So don't be intimidated by how it looks. It is literally like a paint by number. You are just following the pattern and following the color order and placing them on your stones. If you're not comfortable with doing it that way or you still have trouble, we do have wraps. That the wraps are printed on vinyl, and then you can place the vinyl directly on the tumbler and then place the rhinestones right on top of the vinyl, which that is literally like bling by color is what that one is. Any of the patterns that we have can be converted over to a wrap. Pretty much all of them, except for a couple of the new ones, have been converted. So if you want this one as a wrap, just email me at info@blingyourthings.com. I just have to use a different software so that I can convert it to print on my big printer, and so that it cuts out. And then I don't have it right next to me. But if you go back in our Facebook group, like a couple of videos back, or just search for wraps, you will see a quick little tutorial video on how the wraps work and how on our patterns, all of the edges, because on the honeycomb, they're alternating back and forth. So when you place that wrap on your tumbler, ours actually like intertwine together right here. So the long side on the other side of this will fit into that one. So they all kind of like weave together and it is seamless. The wraps are seamless. I put a lot of work into making sure that those fit. They fit the tumbler correctly. And you don't have to worry about the edges lining up. So you can try those. If you want to see how they work, go back in our Facebook group, a couple of videos, and you will find that. So, and I do want to mention, if you are on Facebook, you have to allow the streaming service permission to see your information. Otherwise, all I see is that you are a Facebook user. If you want to enter the giveaway that we will be doing tonight too, you do have to allow the permissions. Otherwise, I can't see your name and it would not pick you even if you entered the keyword, which I will give you guys the keyword for this week's giveaway in a little bit. The way that we do the giveaways is you will enter the keyword that I give you guys in the comments. The streaming service will pick the winner randomly from someone who's commented with the correct keyword. And then all you need to do is go to our website and order one of our free patterns. That gives me your contact information. And then in the notes to checkout, you will put that you are today's giveaway winner. And then that is how I will be able to ship it to you. Or we're actually going to do a couple people suggested changing the giveaways to gift cards so that you can purchase items that you would be more apt to use. So we're going to do that for a couple weeks. So tonight we will be giving away another $10 gift card, which is the same thing that we did last week. So it will be the same process. If you don't live in the US though, you will have to contact me at info@blingyourthings.com. Because we only ship to the US, we would have to figure out an alternate way for you to be able to redeem that gift card. But we will make it work. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the pattern. I did make, if you didn't get this month's Bling Box and you want to try this pattern, I did make it half off. And it will be half off until Wednesday. So you can just go to the website, type in the name of this in the search bar, interlinked, and then the printable pattern is half off. So let's see. Hi, Miss Star. How are you? And Stacy, all the way from Kansas City as well. You have a neighbor. Miss Mona also lives in Kansas. And Janet, you're coming down next week. That's awesome. If you still want to stop by and come to shop, just shoot me an email and we will get that worked out for you. We will schedule a time for you. Um, what else? Oh, the January bling boxes are also available for pre-order. Those will ship on January 2nd. Several of you actually started ordering them before I even sent out the email this month, letting you guys know that they were available. So shout out to you guys who have your reminders set. They are already half sold out. So if you're new, every month we do a bling box that has it has 1 to 2 patterns in it, and then it has 1 to 2 projects. You get 5 to 6 full-size rhinestone products. What else? You get exclusive discounts that you only get by being a member of the box. Like this month is half off all digital patterns. And then we do a live tutorial every week. And we also do an unboxing. And then if you're a member of our Facebook group as well, you can share your projects, ask questions. There's over 3,000 people in the group. So there's more like-minded blingers that everybody is ready and willing and able to help answer your questions and help you along the way. So you can join us over there as well. That is Facebook groups, Bling Your Things Rhinestones. And you can find us there or on YouTube as well. So let me go over to just the one video so that you guys can see better. And then hopefully you still can hear me. If for some reason you can't hear me, just let me know. And Jerry, oh, you are in Ohio. I am from Illinois originally, so I feel for you. I do not like the winter or the snow, so I hope you are staying warm. And can you gift a box to a friend? Absolutely. Absolutely. So when you order the box, you would just change the shipping address to your friend's name and address. All of the boxes you can only order one at a time because they are on a pre-order and they don't ship until a future date, sometimes up to 2 weeks later, depending upon when you order. We ask that the box is the only thing that is on your order. Otherwise, it delays the items that are in your box. Sometimes I can't get all the items in your box, and it kind of creates like logistic problems. Trying to get all of them together, it is a whole lot easier to just pack all of the boxes with the same product and ship that out to like 50, 60 people than pulling the orders that have additional items added to them. And then I have to figure out like where they go and who does what, and then weigh them separately. It just kind of gets a little bit more difficult. So absolutely, you could order a box and send it to a friend. You would just change the shipping address different from your billing address. So let me put this stuff over here. And then I don't have any trays, so I'm just going to pour these out. So on the tumbler, I did prep this by sanding. I use 120 grit sandpaper. And you want to sand your tumblers and projects before you apply your glue. You're taking off kind of like that top layer of shine. Especially if they're painted, you want to give it a rough surface to attach your glue to. You're giving the sandpaper is kind of creating like a root for your glue to kind of like seep down into and attach to, giving you better longevity of the life of your tumblers and your rhinestone sticking and staying. And ultimately, your tumblers lasting for a longer period of time. Oh, your friend's birthday is on New Year's Eve. My high school friend that we are best friends. We've been friends since like goodness, like 8th grade. Her birthday is also on New Year's Eve. She still lives up north, but we still stay in contact. Pretty much once a week we still talk. So that is awesome that she is a New Year's Eve baby. And then let me zoom in on this camera so you all can see. That should be a little bit better. So to start this, so I sanded, then I cleaned with alcohol. You'll just use like rubbing alcohol, put it on a paper towel, clean it off after you sand. That's going to get all of the dust, debris, oils from your fingers off of the tumbler. And then the glue that I am using, my go-to is Super Tight Fusion Tack. This is a white non-toxic glue. It dries clear and it is multi-purpose for all types of surfaces. You can use this on pretty much everything. It will stick and attach your rhinestones to. It does take, I always forget, it takes 24 hours for it to dry, and then it's waterproof after 72 hours. So before you wash your tumblers, let that glue dry for at least 72 hours to ensure that it is completely cured. And then I'm using a 20 gauge syringe. So I'm just going to apply my glue right up next to the top line. And then I'm going to follow along with the pattern. So we have this first row here. So I'm going to start with the peach and apply it in the same order as the pattern. The mocha rhinestones too, these are a slight bit smaller than any of the other like regular colors of rhinestones. So if you're trying to mix these like with other colors, especially in a honeycomb pattern, you're going to have to do a lot of adjusting to make sure that they all still line up correctly. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to use the mocha colors in a honeycomb pattern with other colors of rhinestones. You can always check the size, the rhinestone sizes, by kind of just placing them in a line, the different colors kind of like right next to each other to see the variations in size. So I know I kind of went through all of that kind of quickly. If you guys have any questions about that, feel free to let me know. Or even any questions about anything else with rhinestoning, post them in the comments and then I will answer them as we're going. So after I kind of like place these, I'm going to put my tumbler upside down. And then I'm going to use my wax pencil and kind of just push the stones so that they're flush with the table. And this is going to make sure that this first row of rhinestones is completely straight, because this first row kind of sets the tone for the rest of the pattern. And if you don't get this row straight, then the rest of your pattern is going to be off too. So you can do this in sections so that you don't get like too far and your glue has dried. And then kind of just check it from like different angles to make sure that they're lining up and your eyes aren't really like playing tricks on you. So yes, this all of the videos are recorded and you can watch them in the replay on our YouTube channel. And then all of our older videos, like from last week when we did the unboxing, those videos are there too. And then there's like 20, 30 different tutorials also on YouTube. There's one from the most recent one was the license plate class that we did with the kits, the license plate kits. And then there's still a few of those left. If you wanted to grab one of those maybe as a gift as well. There's a pen kit. There's 3 new kits out there if you haven't checked out the website in a while. So have any of you guys started this project from this month's box? I know I told myself last week or the week before that I wasn't going to start any more new projects until I finished all of the other projects that I have already started, and they are in one varying degree of doneness or progress, if you will. But I changed my mind. So I'm starting this one because I think I'm going to give this one to somebody as a gift for Christmas. So I'm going to try to get this one done fairly quickly. And let me just make sure I didn't mess this up. Because sometimes you get to talking, and talking and rhinestoning is not as easy as you think it is. So then I'm just going to straighten these out. Oh, and then if you are a person that gets the Bling Box every month, I would love to hear your opinion on, do you like having to go to the website and remembering to order every month? Or would you prefer that we changed the Bling Boxes to a subscription so that you are automatically charged every month? When we first started the boxes, it was set up as a subscription, but then I kept having issues with the website, and it wouldn't it would charge people, but it wasn't charging them on the right day. And then people would miss their box. But I think that we've gone back through and figured out why it was doing that. And we've tested it like 4, 5, 6 times with different people checking out and all of that. And so I think that we have it fixed. And I just haven't changed it back because we've been doing it for at least 11 months of it not being a subscription, and I didn't want it to be a surprise to you guys if we changed it back. So I would love to hear, if you get the Bling Box every month, what your thoughts are on changing it back to the subscription so that you don't have to remember to go to the website and order every month. And I keep losing my spot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm right there. I need to put something else over here. So Mona, you're okay with ordering every month. Good to know. Or the other thing is what about, we always do everything on a pre-order, but what about a pre-order like every quarter? So if you were able to just order 3 months in advance and you order a quarter at a time, you could still order monthly if you'd like, but if we added that option that you could just order 3 months in advance, and then you'd only have to remember to order every 3 months instead of every month. And then I have the next 6 months of boxes planned out, and I'm currently waiting on all of the inventory for that to come in and then putting everything together. So everything for January's box, I'm waiting on one more item, and that should be here probably because of Christmas. It's going to be here like the last week. It will get here before New Year's in time to ship. And then I will be posting kind of like a sneak peek of what will be in the box so that you guys kind of get like a better idea of what's coming. You have something to like guess at what it's going to be, adding a little bit more excitement and everything like that. And then last week too, we had talked about ideas for kind of like a giveaway or a challenge for everybody who gets the boxes, posting your finished products, and then doing a giveaway, having people vote. Or if you guys have other ideas, I would love to hear those too. And I think that I messed up somewhere, so let me count again. So I got this one, pink, blue, pink, yellow, pink, blue, pink. Where did I go? Yellow, pink, blue. Pink, yellow, pink, blue. Pink, yellow, pink, blue. Pink, yellow, pink, blue, pink. Right here, I messed up. So these should be peach. So I think I'm here, and then pink, blue. So I switched these. You don't mind monthly either? Good to know. When we had it as the subscription model, it just helps us a whole lot more with like planning and knowing how many of everything to order, how many more boxes we could potentially add in the next month, like what we have the capacity to add. But it still works out. So, sorry, I think I keep messing up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. White, pink, blue, pink, yellow, pink, blue, pink. That one. Okay, so we need to spread these out so that there is room. But I feel like this is 62. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So we need to go back and spread these out. So I'm just going to kind of adjust these. Oh, and you guys can't see. So because these are smaller, normally we use 62 rhinestones in each row when we're doing the SS16s. But because these are smaller, we're going to have a little bit more spacing in between our stones. So kind of just place them loosely so that you don't have to go back and adjust every single one of them. You want to keep your spacing still symmetrical. It's not going to be exact. Just don't place them as tight as you normally would, like with SS20s. So I'm going to go back and kind of adjust these from this way too. All right, that's probably good. Then I'm going to push them all down. So I will go ahead and give you guys the keyword for tonight's giveaway. If you are on Facebook though and you want to enter the giveaway, don't forget that you have to allow StreamYard permission to see your information. So if you want to enter for the $10 gift card to the website, blingyourthings.com, you can enter the keyword hashtag gift card in the comments on whatever platform you're on Facebook or on YouTube. And then we will use the streaming services random comment picker, and it will pick one of the winners. And then all you will need to do is go to our website, order one of our free patterns. That will give me your contact information. In the notes to checkout, you will put today's date and that you were the gift card winner. And then I will send you a code that you can use to check out and you can use that gift card towards anything on the website. There's no restrictions. So if you wanted to use it on patterns, on rhinestones, on a kit, if you wanted to use it on the Bling Box, anything on the website, there is no restrictions on what you can use that gift card for. You do have to be present when we pick the winner. And if you don't live in the US, you will need to email me at info@blingyourthings.com because we only ship to the US, but we would figure out how to get you so that you would be able to redeem your pattern redeem your gift card. So I've seen a couple of comments where you guys were saying, sorry, I keep moving it out of view. You guys were saying that there is 5. So actually where on the pattern, where the 2 sides meet up, it starts with 3 of the same color, and then it ends with 2 of the same color. So that section where the seam meets up is going to be a slight bit different than the in-betweens of all of the other ones. It will be a little bit wider than the other sections, the in-betweens, but there is supposed to be 5 here at the end. So just don't, if you get to this section and you're like, well, why is this one only 3 instead of 2? It's supposed to be that way. You could probably add 1 more stone in here because these are smaller. But again, with this color, this pattern calls for 1365. So we're kind of cutting it close with the number of rhinestones that are in the 10 gross package anyway. So then we will just start on the second row. So this is 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go right here. On your second row, you're just going to put the stones kind of like in between the 2 from the prior row, if it will focus. You don't want to cram them in there. Don't pack your rhinestones. You want to leave yourself enough room that you can make adjustments as you're going, because all of the rhinestones are not going to be the exact same size. You want to be able to make sure that you're keeping your rhinestones in your row straight. So you want to allow yourself a little bit of grace to make adjustments as you go along. But if you did not get this month's Bling Box and you want to try this pattern, the printable version of this pattern is half off on the website until Wednesday, and you don't need a code. So I think now that I got this first row set up, I can kind of follow this a little bit better and maybe a little bit faster. But the mocha stones are really cool because they kind of have this, they're still blingy and they're still shiny, but they kind of have this like matte coating to them that kind of makes them, I'm not quite sure how to explain it. Instead of, you know how like with a glossy tumbler or like a glossy paint, it's really shiny. Or think of like fingernail polish. Like normal fingernail polish is kind of glossy. It has that reflective finish, kind of shiny, very shiny. These are shiny as well, but it's more like of a muted color. And then this one's 2. And we currently have 7 different of the mocha colors. And going into next year to expand the line, we will be adding a few more of the mocha colors. If there's ever a color of rhinestone that you want and we do not have it, always just reach out to us at info@blingyourthings.com and we can order those colors for you. As well as if you needed bulk rhinestones, like you needed larger bags of, say, 500 gross, 200 gross, we can order those for you as well. And then you're not, like, if you needed 100 gross, you're not ordering 10 gross packages of rhinestones, which will also save you, it will save you money as well if you're ordering in the bigger packages. There's no price for speed. In blinging and rhinestoning, there is no such thing as speed. You will get a little bit faster the more that you work with rhinestones and the more you're comfortable with it. If you place your rhinestones closer to your project, it's going to be less time going back and forth, which will save a little bit of time as well. But yes, there is nothing fast about this art, this craft. It is time consuming. It is therapeutic though, and it's fun that when you're done, you get to look back and be like, that is my hard 8 to 10 hours of work, and look at how beautiful and amazing it is. And there's a lot of pride in your work, for sure. So if you're new, please give yourself patience to understand that it is going to take some time. And so where are we at on time? We're going on 45 minutes. So let's go ahead and finish up this row. If you guys have any questions about anything about the bling boxes, any comments, suggestions for tutorials, where am I at? 1, 2, 3. Questions about patterns, maybe, or if there's a pattern that you would like to try and we don't have it, I'm more than happy to make them for you guys, as long as it's not something that is trademarked or copyrighted or it's copying someone else's pattern. I don't know if you guys seen, there was actually somebody who, local to me, it's been all over social media. She had some stuff that she bought, some kind of pattern from someone on Etsy. She thought she had the rights to sell it, but it had Luke Combs's image on them. And then his attorneys went after her and sued her. Apparently, somehow in Illinois, they're able to serve you via email, which is crazy. So the lawsuit went through and they got a judgment against her. Granted, the artist went back and, kind of said that wasn't, they were only supposed to be going after like larger companies and things like that. But That is the reason why we do not make trademark copyrighted designs. That is somebody else's intellectual property. They spend a lot of time, money, and effort putting that into place, designing those things. Um, a lot of times it's their likeness, their face, their image. And we do not want to be caught up in that and potentially lose everything because we're copying somebody else's trademark design, like Disney or Hello Kitty, a lot of stuff like that. A lot of people get away with it, but just know that at some point somebody's going to catch up to them. And all because Sally so and so on Etsy is selling a pattern doesn't mean that they have the authority to sell that stuff. So just be careful is essentially what I'm saying. So that's kind of like where we are at for now. And this right here is why I end up with 18 projects that I've started and then they never get finished. But I'm going to be making this for someone for Christmas, so I am going to get this one finished before I finish some other projects. But that is part of my New Year's resolutions for 2024 is to not start 9 different projects and have them in a varying degree of completedness before I start something else. So, let's put this right here. So Renee, you're asking, are you talking the one phone case that had, I think it's the case that's on the back of my phone that I'm using right now. It's like gosh, what colors is it? It's like sand. It's like a sandy color. And then it has like blue, like 2 or 3 different colors of blue. Is that the one that you're talking about? Um, if so, yes, yes, I can. I actually have that recorded and I just didn't finish the tutorial. So yes, I need to go back in and do the voiceover for that one. I have about, I can't tell you how many tutorials that I've started, recorded, and then just never had the time to go back and do the voiceover and make sure that the steps and the process that I'm explaining that. So that is also on my list of goals to complete for 2024 is all of these tutorials that I have them all recorded, but I never finished. So the first quarter of 2024, I have a lot of stuff that I plan on finishing and completing and putting out. And then I will only be building off of that as we get into like the second quarter of 2024. So I'm always open for suggestions on things that you guys want to see, different types of glue that maybe you guys want me to try out. Really anything with rhinestoning, I'm more than happy to be the guinea pig for you guys or show you something because a lot of the times I've probably already done some of that and I just don't have it put out for you guys. I know jerseys is one of the things that's on there. What was it? It was jerseys, another one for shoes. What else? I can't remember. There's multiple different things. So all of that stuff will be coming. Oh, and then the last week of January, there is another person who I love her work. Her name is Miss Ronnie K. She will be coming on at the end of January and doing kind of like a guest presenter for us. And she does graduation caps. She has a product that she has a patent pending on. And then graduation season will be coming up. So if you are a person who is doing rhinestoning to make income, or you're looking to get into it to make income, she has a very niche market that she works in, and it can be very lucrative. So she's going to be showing you, number one, her product, how she patented it, how she does her grad caps, and how her product makes it 100 times easier to rhinestone those graduation caps. So that will be, I think we're doing that one either the last week of January or the second to last week. But as we get closer, I will keep you guys posted. And then next week on Monday is Christmas. So we will not have a tutorial next week. We will skip it, but then we will be back the week after that. I forget what the date is right now. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. And then let me go ahead and share my screen, and we will go ahead and pick tonight's winner. So any last minute entries? We only have 9 people this week. The keyword was #gift card, and then this will be for a $10 gift card. You do have to be here to win. And we will give you guys, I will go ahead and hit the draw button and see who our winner is. Let's see. Miss Renee. Miss Renee has been a winner a couple times. I think you're still here. If you can just comment and let us know that you are legit still here. And then you know the procedure. If you are, go order a free pattern and I will get you your code. And there she is. There she is. So congratulations again, Miss Renee. And someone said the following Monday is New Year's Day. Is it? Is that why we are doing? I will have to look at that. So my son will be on break, so there won't be any soccer games, which is why we went to Mondays. So maybe for the next couple weeks, we can go back to Thursdays. Maybe we can do that. So I'll keep you guys posted on that because I really don't want to go 2 weeks without doing the tutorial. I like giving away stuff to you guys. So I don't want to go 2 weeks that I don't get to give away something to you guys. But I'll keep you posted. Maybe we'll go back to Thursday because we won't have soccer that week anyway. But I will let you guys go ahead and get off. This pattern from this month's box is half off until Wednesday. Let's see if I can share my screen. Let's see if I go back here. And then we go to, let's see. So this pattern, this is the pattern from this month's box. It is half off until Wednesday if you want to try that. If you want to try this pattern as well, you can do it with any 4 colors that you want. You don't have to use the mocha colors. And if you're not already signed up for our newsletter, if you sign up for that, you can also get 15% off on top of the pattern. Or actually, you couldn't use it because it's on sale. It's only 15% off on items that are not on sale. And then the bling boxes, they are already half sold out for January. So if you want to get one, they will ship on January 2nd. Go to the Bling Box page and you can order them right here. If you're new and you're not sure what the Bling Boxes are, all of the information is right here on this page. So you would just go to Bling Boxes and click on the flat back Bling Box. And it gives you all of the info. You can see items that have been in past month's boxes so that you can get an idea of what types of items might be included. And then you could also check out all of our unboxings. They are on our YouTube channel as well. So go to YouTube and then search for Bling Your Things, and then you can watch all of our past lives with all of the unboxings as well. And then I think that is it. So Miss Renee, don't forget to go order a free pattern, or you can order anything else and put in the notes to checkout that you were this week's winner, and I will get you your code for your gift card. Mona, the yellow type is hard to read. Which one? Do you mean this, like the star reading, like right here? I've tried to change this. If this is what you're talking about, the yellow stars right here, I've tried to change this, but because of the type of theme that we have on the website, I'm not able to change that color. So I think that that's really the only place that that yellow like typeface comes up. But yeah, I've tried to change that, and I have to leave all of the stars as yellow. Yeah. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me know though. If we ever find a way to update that, I will definitely do that. But yes, Miss Jerry, we got to run too. So again, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I will keep you updated on the next time that we will do a live. It will probably be on Thursday because I don't want to go 2 weeks. So I will see you guys all very soon. Thanks again for joining me. Good night, guys.